Hey, this is Mike from the Run Testers, and in this video we are going to be talking about headphones, specifically open ear headphones. Now, what do we mean by open ear? Well, it essentially means you're getting headphones that will deliver that audio to your ears, but also keep you aware of the other audio in your environment. So in a race scenario, for instance, if you're using these types of headphones, it will still let you hear the crowd, it will still let you hear other runners around you, but you'll still get that kind of audio that you want to kind of help you push you through your run. Also, I think most importantly, from a safety point of view, these are good headphones to pick if you want to be aware of your surroundings, whether that's kind of busy traffic on roads, whether it's people kind of walking or running past you, and just being more aware of what's around you, but also having that audio or sound, or whatever you're listening to, coming through as well. So the way that open ear style is delivered generally at the moment is through bone conduction. So it's kind of using transducers to kind of deliver kind of vibrations and turn that into sound that kind of deliver that audio towards your ear. There's also kind of wearable speaker systems that will drop the speakers in close proximity of your ears, so it doesn't block your ears, but it gives you probably bigger, kind of more rounded sound that you don't really get with kind of bone conduction headphones in general. So we know Shokz is pretty much the leader in the running space when it comes to open ear headphones, but what we wanted to do in this video is show that there is life outside of Shokz. Now, if you can find a pair of Shokz headphones that works for you, and let's be honest, they are great, so if you do and you find a good deal, then great. But if there's some reason or aspect of their headphones that you're not entirely convinced of, what we've done in this video is found a few options out of the many that we've tested, and not all have been great, that we think can also serve that kind of strong open ear headphone experience and actually offer some different things that you maybe don't get with Shokz headphones in general. So what myself and Nick are going to do is pick out a few headphones that sit outside of the Shokz headphones realm that we think are worth checking out and are going to be good fits for runners too. So let's get into it. So if you're not a massive fan of the kind of neckband style design with these Shokz headphones, then you can look for something that sits a little bit more discreetly on your ears. And the ones that kind of stood out from us from that point of view are these. These are the Sony LinkBuds. Now, myself and Nick have done a full review on the channel. We'll put a link in so you can go and check that out. But ultimately, as I said, you are getting something that sits a lot more discreetly, and it vanishes kind of in your ears in terms of what you get in terms of a form factor. But you're still getting, I would say, a similar sound profile in terms of what you're getting from Shokz. You're not getting that fuller, richer, kind of bassier sounds. You'll get something that's very balanced, offers a reasonable amount of detail as well, and crucially keeps you aware of your surroundings. Now, there's some things to kind of highlight about the LinkBuds. I think definitely play around with the kind of additional tips that are in the box to make sure you get the optimal fit, because I didn't absolutely nail it on the first go, and I don't think Nick did either, but when you do, they will stay put. You just need to play around them a little bit. You're getting some pretty well executed gesture controls, which ultimately allows Sony to keep the design small and low profile, but also give you that responsive kind of control without putting physical controls, which we would probably prefer to have generally on running headphones and open ear headphones, but they work very well. Other things to kind of mention is you're not getting class leading battery life in it. It's good enough, I think, for most people over a week's worth of running. And you do get a quite nice small case here. So if you're looking for an alternative to Shokz headphones that sit more elegantly and discreetly in your ears and offer similar sounds and decent controls and good battery life as well, then yeah, the Sony LinkBuds are definitely worth checking out. So if you were looking for a cheaper alternative to the Shokz OpenRun, then I would definitely recommend these. These are the Haylou PurFree BC01. Now, you can pick these up from Amazon for £99.99, so that is less than what you would pay for the Shokz OpenRun at kind of RRP. And ultimately, the reason I say pick these is because they're almost a clone of the Shokz OpenRun, and that's from the kind of design you're getting. It's nice and lightweight. Similar materials are being used here as well. The button layout in terms of those physical controls are very similar, and the sound, the profile of that sound is very much similar. It's very balanced. You're not getting big kind of bassy sound or that big power, but in terms of that balance for kind of most music and podcasts and audiobooks and things like that, it works absolutely fine. Battery life is solid as well. You're getting up to 8 hours here, and you will get that. And there is a quick charge feature included here as well. They're not so good. You're going to have to use a proprietary charging cable. That's because it's got a level of waterproofing. That means it's kind of sweat and kind of rainproof in terms of that design. But ultimately, you're going to get a really good experience. If you put them side by side, they look very, very similar. The performance is very similar as well, and you're paying less money for them as well. So yeah, if you're looking for a cheaper alternative to the Shokz OpenRun, we would recommend the Haylou PurFree BC01. So outside of bone conduction headphones, we are seeing the emergence of a new type of open ear headphones. Now these are essentially headphones that will place kind of speaker units or drivers in close proximity to your ears to give you a kind of fuller, kind of bigger sound than you wouldn't associate with bone conduction headphones, but also giving that awareness that is associated with those types of headphones. Now, ones that have kind of stood out for us pretty well in terms of the ones we've tested are these. These are the Cleer Arc. Now, these use a kind of air hook design, which kind of sits on top of the ears, and then almost use a hinge to kind of drop that kind of unit over your ear, but not entirely over your ear. Now, in terms of sound profile, I wouldn't say it's the best in class in terms of kind of open ear sound. I think it's a little bit muddy and doesn't have that kind of amazing detail, but it's good enough sound, we would say, in terms of the experience. The fit has been very secure in general as well, and you're getting strong battery life here with the ability to use a quick charge feature as well here. So if you forget to charge them, you can charge them up pretty quickly on that front too. So if you are looking for alternative kind of design in terms of those kind of open ear headphones, something that sits closer to the ears and will guarantee kind of a very secure fit and will give you good sound and pretty good battery life as well, then yeah, the Cleer Arc are well worth trying out from those kind of new kind of open ear style design headphones.
So the Oladance open ear headphones or wearable stereo headphones are probably my favourite Shokz Alternatives. They sit on top of the ear and have a speaker that rests near your ear canal with 16.5mm drivers that create really impressive sound quality for open headphones. They are probably up there as among the very best in terms of sound quality you'll find with this open design. The fit security is also good, I found, certainly for running anyway. If I did more workouts or I was jumping around a little bit, they would be a little bit loose, but I never had any problems on the run. They sat securely. I could wear them with glasses, a headband, hat, all that stuff, and they wouldn't shake loose at all or get in the way while I was running. Don't think that's the case for everyone. I know some people commented on the full review put on the channel saying that they did have some problems with the fit, they would come loose, but I had no concerns at all. They fit me really well. Sound quality is certainly a key part of the appeal of the Oladance headphones. It's really powerful, it's pretty bassy. It's actually good enough that I was happy using the headphones in general and not just for exercise, which is very rarely the case with open headphones, I find. It also doesn't leak that much, the sound, so you can use them in general, but occasionally, if you're out on very busy roads, the sound's going to be drowned out a little bit, but it's certainly a big improvement on that front to compare to things like Shokz or the Sony LinkBuds. They are pretty loud and powerful, and they're enjoyable to listen to just for music, even when you're not exercising. You can also adjust the EQ on the Oladance headphones in the partner app, but this didn't make a huge difference. Like, you could try and ramp up the bass even more, but there's limits to what you can achieve, I think, here with open headphones. It didn't make that big a difference to me when I was playing around with that. One thing I didn't like about these headphones was that they've got a touch panel rather than physical buttons, and this touch panel was not great. Like, play pause is okay, it was one tap, that worked quite reliably, but every time I tried to like double taps, that kind of thing, I'd end up just play pausing again. And also I did find actually if the wind hit the panel directly, it would activate the controls and pause my music. So if I like turned my head or ran around the bend of the track, you know, so the wind was hitting it head on, it would turn off the music. So in the end, I turned off all the controls and just used my phone or watch to control playback on them. So yeah, the controls aren't fantastic with that touch panel design. The 16 hours battery life is pretty good, obviously, on the buds themselves, but the case that comes with it as standard is not a portable charger, which is a bit annoying. You can actually buy a charging case from Oladance, but it costs you an extra $50 or £50, which is, you know, a big step up on what is already quite a pricey set of headphones, because they come in at $180 or £200. Now that is a lot, but they are always reduced. So they're nearly always under $150 or pounds, and sometimes drop significantly lower than that, and that makes them a lot more competitive, obviously, because at $200 they are a lot for headphones. They still don't sound as good as in-ear buds, and when there are open headphones that cost a lot less on the market. However, if you can get them for less than that RRP, I think they're a really strong open ear option. They've got great sound quality, they sound really good, the battery life's pretty good, and the fit was comfortable and secure enough for me. So the Oneodio OpenRock Pro are another set of open headphones that sit on top of the ear. They kind of almost clip in place on top of your ear with a speaker that rests near the ear canal. They're another option that prioritizes sound quality with 16.2mm drivers in there and just really good, powerful sound. It's the only set of open ear headphones that I think rivals the Oladance headphones. Those are the two best sounding ones I've come across. You're going to get nice, powerful bass, you know, clear mids and highs, and all in all, you can enjoy listening to them when you're not exercising as well as when you are exercising. Once again, the sound quality might not be loud and powerful enough by busy roads. That's pretty much the case across the board of open headphones, but I will say the Oneodio headphones are up there with the best options for that. They are about the loudest you can get for open headphones, along with the Oladance ones. Unlike the Oladance headphones, you don't get an option to adjust the EQ on the headphones in the app, but I don't think it's a big loss because there's limits to what you can really achieve with an adjustable EQ with open headphones anyway. The fit, however, of the OpenRock headphones is not amazing for me. It's a little bit less almost flexible than the Oladance headphones, a bit more, the gap to put them on your ears is a bit smaller, so you kind of have to force them in place, and it's easy for them to come a bit loose and just negate the sound quality by being slightly out of position during the run. I also found that if I was wearing them with glasses or a headband, things got a bit cluttered up there and they seem to just be more in the way, or pushing my glasses off, or the glasses are pushing the headphones off, something that hasn't happened with other clip-on headphones for me, like the Cleer or the Oladance headphones. So yeah, don't think the fit is amazing on the OpenRock for me, but this might be something that varies from ear to ear. So although I know Mike also didn't love the fit of them, I wouldn't rule them out entirely on that basis, but it might be something that works better for different people. One thing they do have is a physical control button, which is great because that's a lot easier to use than touch panels in general on headphones, I find, especially when running. So that's a nice addition. There's one on each headphone to control your playback and volume without needing to use your phone. You've got quite a big case here. It's quite an ugly case, but it's a great case in that it is a portable charger as well as being a carry case, which is not the case often with these open style of headphones. The actual headphones themselves last 19 hours on a charge, which is obviously excellent, and then it goes up to 46 with the case, and there is a quick charge function that means that 5 minutes in the case will net you an hour of playback from the headphone. So that's a major plus point. That's the best battery I've come across on open headphones, and the fact that the case charges them is really good as well. Even if it's a case you'll probably have to leave in a bag or something, it's a bit big to slip into a running belt, but it can be done. It's just quite noticeable. The OpenRock also come in fairly cheap. They're £102 or $109, which is obviously a lot less than the Oladance headphones in particular. So that is something to help their case. And if you get on with the fit, I think these are a really strong option for running. They've got great sound quality. The battery life's really good. And if the fit really works for you, then they're a top option. I think they're okay for me, the fit. It wasn't amazing, but as someone who does wear glasses quite a lot on the run, it was a little bit annoying compared to other options out there.
So ultimately, one of the downfalls of bone conduction headphones in general is that you kind of have to sacrifice having that kind of fuller, beefier kind of bassier sound that you would associate with kind of headphones that sit directly inside of your ears. Now things are getting better, and there are headphones options out there that can deliver that kind of bigger sound that are not necessarily associated with bone conduction headphones in general. Now the standout ones for us would be these are Philips's bone conduction headphones. Now this has an additional bass mode that you can switch to through its companion app, and ultimately that will get you quite a noticeably more powerful sound out of them. Now I've used them out on runs and kind of busier roads, and you do notice that it has that bigger, more powerful, bassier sound. So if that's the kind of sound profile you're looking for, these really do stand out from that point of view. Now the downside is it's like using that bass mode will hit the battery life a lot more. Other things worth mentioning is that you've got a kind of nice lightweight design like Shokz headphones. I would say maybe the physical controls are not quite as well implemented as they are on Shokz headphones, but generally, it takes a little bit getting used to use them. And there's a nice little feature that you can turn on some kind of running lights, so you can assign whether they are kind of pulsating or they stay on constant, and it just gives you a little bit extra visibility when you're out on your runs as well, which is a nice little touch. So making them very much running focused headphones. So yeah, if you're looking for a pair of bone conduction headphones that offer bigger, bassier sound, these can deliver those. It's just that you'll see a drop down in battery life when you do use that mode. So if you like the idea of Shokz headphones that offer a built-in music player but are slightly annoyed by the fact that you can't also stream your audio over Bluetooth as well, then there are other options out there that let you have the best of both streaming worlds. The ones that really stood out for us are these. These are the Naenka Runner Diver. So as the name suggests, these are a bit like the Open Swim, let you use these in the water as well. There's a 16GB music player on here. Dragging and dropping files on it is a little bit slower going compared to Shokz's kind of swim friendly headphones, but ultimately you can get a decent amount of music on there. The sound profile across, in the water and also running is very, very good. It's very balanced, I would say, and up there with kind of what you're getting from the kind of Shokz OpenRun headphone range. Design-wise, you're getting physical controls here. It's a little bit bulkier than the kind of frame that you get on the OpenRun headphones, but it's generally comfortable enough. It's just, it is definitely noticeably a little bit kind of thicker in terms of what you're getting here, in terms of that design. Battery life is pretty solid. It does drop significantly when you are streaming audio from the music player, but ultimately you've got enough to get you through a decent kind of week worth of training. So if you're looking for a set of bone conduction headphones that offer good sound, I say on par with Shokz, offers the ability to stream from over Bluetooth or from the built-in music player, these will let you do both of that. From a design, it's relatively comfortable as well, and secure enough to wear for runs, whether they're slower runs, quicker runs, and generally using them day to day as well too. Okay, so those are our top Shokz headphone rival picks. Now, if you've got any questions about any of the headphones that we've mentioned in this video, let us know in the comments. If there are other headphones that you want to see us test on the Run Testers, let us know about that as well. As always, like and subscribe, hit that little bell to find out about our latest videos, and yeah, we'll see you for the next Run Testers video.